Good morning, dear students. We are studying the business, and we have already studied about the characteristics of business. Next topic that we have to study is about the comparison between business, profession, and employment. Okay. So we know there are so many economic activities. So we studied that there are economic activities and non-economic activities are there. And the economic activities are of mainly three types are there. So they are divided into three main categories, that is business, profession, and employment. Okay, so now let us see what is the difference between these things, or what are the all these three factors. Okay, as has been mentioned earlier, economic activities may be divided into three major categories, that is business, profession, and employment. The difference between these three terms is given in the following table. Okay. So we have already studied about business. What is a business? We have studied. We have also studied about the characteristics of a business. Okay, but we have not studied about a profession and employment. Okay, and we know that these are the activities which are we can say that these are the economic activities, or activities which are done for the purpose of making a livelihood or making money. Okay, so all the people in this world maybe or may not be connected with any of these. Okay, so some people are majority of the people. Everyone, we cannot say that. There are some people may not be doing without any of these things also. They survive or they live. Okay, but there are majority of the people live in any of these kind of activities. So these economic activities they are doing, either they do business or they are in a profession, and if these two are not there, then in employment. So business, we have studied that this is a production and sale of goods and services for the satisfaction of customers and earning profit out of that. So this is the activity of our business. We have already studied about that. Okay. Next we have to study what is a profession. Okay. So professional, you might have heard the word professional. So who is a professional? A profession is a kind of activity, or a professional is a person who is doing his own service. So he is specialized in some particular aspect. So we know, see, like a doctor we have studied. So doctors are there, engineers are there, lawyers are there. Okay, teachers are there. All these type of people are working as professionals. Okay, or we can say that they are professionals. Okay, profession. So these professional, what they are doing is that they do a kind of service, and they do the service to the general public, and they collect the money. Okay, so see, like these doctors are there. So all the doctors cannot be called as that they are in profession, because some of them are in employment category also. Okay, so there is a slight difference. So when you understand the difference between profession and employment, you will come to know about this one. Profession means a doctor. So a doctor is running his own hospital. Okay, so he is having a hospital. His own hospital will be there, and or if a small clinic will be there. So he is sitting there, and patients are coming, and directly he is treating the patients and directly collecting the money from the people. So such kind of people are there, or they are running business like that. So they are called as professionals. Okay, or a lawyer is there. So you feel like if you go to in front of Tahsil and all, you will find that there are so many lawyers there. So if you are having any kind of support required for the any legal purposes are there, so you go and meet with a particular lawyer, and he will give you guidance, or he will give you support. Okay, so those people are there, and for that you have to pay money to them. Okay, so that is their profession. So they are professionals. Okay, and employment is the place, or employment or employee, or is the one who is working under somebody. Okay, so we see, like if I am a teacher, but I cannot say that I am in a part of a profession, because I am working under someone. So I am working for a particular institution, and I am getting a salary from them. Okay, or if I am working in a company and I am earning a salary. Okay, or if I am working in a government office, there also we can say that I am an employee, government employee we say. So because we work for the government, and we get a salary out of it. So we are not directly collecting any money from the people. Okay, So the company is collecting money from the people, company is making money, and a part of that is provided as a salary. Okay, and if the company makes a higher profit or higher revenue, higher income or lower income, whatever may be, company face loss, then also I will get the benefit. So if the company face huge loss, then the employees also may affect. Sometimes even the job may be lost. But to some extent, if the company is in a small loss, then it is not going to be affected. So the employees are not going to be affected. So now let us see what are the difference between all these three factors. Okay, so there is a table given there in page number 14. So this table will help us to understand about the difference between business, profession and employment. So first of all, the first one is about a mode of establishment, how these activities are getting started, or how these things came into existence. Entrepreneur's decision. So for first one is about a business, entrepreneur's decision and other legal formalities if necessary. So if an entrepreneur, if the businessman is deciding, if I decide that I want to start a company and I can start it, only the legal formalities are there. So for starting a company, there may be some legal formalities depending on the type of company that I am going to start. Okay, if there is a very small scale industry and all, much formalities and all are not there. But if there are, if it is a bigger organization which I am going to start, it will have legal formalities will be there. Okay. The next is about the profession. Membership of a professional body and the certificate of practice. So if we have to do a professional, if we want to start, say like if a doctor, there is a membership of a professional body is there. So if we want to become a doctor, then we have to get a membership of a particular professional body. Okay. So Medical Council of India is an association and we need to have a certificate from this particular association. So and when we get the certificate from the association, then only we can say that I am a doctor. Okay. So and when I do the service, like if I have to do the practice, I have to do the whatever practice I am doing. After that, I have to get a certificate from a registered person, so that already working under a doctor, and we have to get certified. Then only we can say that I am a professional. Okay. If you want to get a service of employment, if you want to get started with the employment, then appointment letter and the service agreement. So see, like if I am coming to work in the school, so if what we have to do is that we have to first apply for the job, then the company or the wherever we are applying, there will be conducting interview, and after that they will decide whether to take you or not. And once if the company decide that you are eligible for this particular post, the company will say that you can work in this. So the company will give you an appointment letter. Okay, so a letter showing that you are eligible, and the company will give you or tell you that this one you are supposed to you are eligible for this job and you can work in this institution. So the company will give you an appointment letter. Along with that, there is a service agreement. Okay, so you make a contract with the company that you will be following the terms and conditions of the organization, and you will work for the company fully with the full of your dedication. So that kind of an agreement you are making. So you have to put the signature. And normally there is so many rules and formalities are there that if every employee has to follow. Okay. So in that service contract or service agreement will be there. In that they will specify that what is your post, what will be the job, what are the terms and conditions related to your promotion, and regarding your leave. All these type of terms and conditions, all the details will be given to you. And there will be two documents will be there. One document will be kept along with you, and another one will be kept in the company. So you have to put a signature, and one has to be submitted in the company, and one has to be kept with you. So if the company says that they are giving you so many offers, and after that you start working there, and when you start working, then the company is not providing you the salary required there, or the company is not giving you the facilities whichever is offered in the beginning. So you can have that number of list will be there. So in that whatever is mentioned there, and if the company is not providing you these facilities, then you can file case against the company. Okay. And if imagine that if you are not following these things, so the company can also say that you are not working properly in the organization. So if the company sends you out, so they can give you a warning letter. First they will give you a warning letter, and secondly another. So first oral warning will be there. Secondly written warning will be there. After that there is a termination letter can be given. So if any kind of things are there, so if you are not following, so if, and after that if you file a case against the company that the company has simply sent you out, so then they have this agreement is there. So in the agreement you have agreed that you are going to follow these regulations, but you are against you when you have done against this one, then the company can send you out. Okay. Then next is about the nature of work. So what sort of work the company is doing. So the business is providing provision of goods and services to the public. So the work of a business is to provide goods and services to the general public. Okay, so goods means that's like if a retail shop is there. So their work, what is the work of them? They are providing us the product whichever is required for us. So we need a lot amount of products. We go to the shop and we ask for. If it is a grocery shop, you will go there. You want to have rice or a dal or oil or whatever things that you need. So it is their duty. Their work is to provide you with the good quality products. Okay, and you may be also demanding. So next time, one time you are going and purchasing this product and you found that this product is not up to the mark. So you will next time you will go there and you will tell them that this product last time which product I have purchased was not of good quality. So it has to be increased. So then they will try to provide with some more better quality products. Okay, and in profession, rendering personalized expert services. So it is the service which is provided by the professional. It's like imagine that if you are going to a doctor. Okay. So doctor's service is a personalized service. Personalized service in the sense to each and every person it will be separate. Okay, each and every person will be treated differently. Imagine that's like if you are going with a fever, and if you are having a fever, the doctor will check your temperature, doctor will check your pulse and other type of tests and all he will conduct, and he will understand that what type of fever it is. So you may be, when you touch on your forehead, you will feel that there is fever, and when you see that, or if you use like a thermometer and all is there available nowadays, you can purchase it in the market. So you will purchase it. But we may think that it is a normal fever, but what sort of fever it is there, that can be understood only by the doctor. So if you are going to meet a doctor, the doctor will conduct some kind of test and he will decide. Imagine that's like a corona is there. So if you are going, so the one symptom for corona is also fever is there. So if you are having fever and you go to a doctor, and nowadays they have to, there is a formality or rule is there that if anybody is going with a fever, then they have to conduct a test. The corona test has to be conducted. So then only they will take to hospital. So everywhere, wherever you go, see, like even if you are coming to the school, they take the temperature. If you are going in the aeroplane or if you are going in any general places, they will test the temperature. So because this is the reason. So we can say that what kind of fever it is there. So fever is not actually a sickness. It is a kind of symptom. Okay, symptom of maybe any other sickness. So if one person is coming with a fever and if he is giving one paracetamol, and if that is the medicine that is provided, but when another person is coming, he is not giving the same paracetamol or same tablet or same medicine is not provided. Okay. So it depends on the type of person. So if it is like a kid or child, okay, so then for them a particular type of medicine has to be given. For a teenager, another type of medicine. For a youngster, another type of medicine will be there. For an old person, another medicine will be there, depending on their physical quality. And if that person is having some problem, like if diabetes is there or sugar is there, pressure is there, BP problem is there, or any kind of problems like that. So then based on that, they will give different medicines. So that is why most of the medical practitioners and all, they say that you should not simply take any medicine without the consent of a doctor. Okay. And many of the medicines are there which the medical shopkeepers, they will not give you without the prescription of the doctor. Okay. So there is like a formalities are there that without a proper prescription of a doctor, this medicine should not be used. So the problem is that, see, like if you are using this medicine, then instead of it will support you or it will benefit you, it may give harm to you. Okay, so because of that, it will be getting affected. So that is the another problem. So they are providing personalized service to each person. They are providing a separate service. Okay, so that is called the personalized service and expert service. Okay, so he is an expert, so providing service to you, and that expert service is provided. If we are going to a lawyer, so the lawyer also is providing an expert service. He is an expert. He knows the things, or he knows what is to be done, or what are the things, or about the laws, everything he knows, and he will be doing the things. So he is giving a service. Performing work as per service contract or rules of service. So in employment, it is not like that. So in employment, the work that we have to do is that as per the service contract. In the service contract, it is said that, like, if when I am joining as a teacher here, the job given to me is that to teach the children and for teaching the commerce students. So this is my main job, and along with that, I may be given some other additional jobs also. Along for the running of the school, if any kind of activities, other activities are there to be done, that also I will have to do. Okay, so that is the job that I have to do. Or if I am working in a company, whatever maybe the manager is telling. Okay, so there are some things or the duties that are to be performed. So in that service contract, it will be mentioning that what are the things that my post will be given. What is my post, and in my post, what are the duties that I have to perform? That will be also mentioned. So those duties have to be done. And regarding the qualification for business, there is no need of no minimum qualification is necessary. Any qualification. If you have failed in first class also, you can start a business. But the business will be successful or not, that doesn't matter. But you can start a business. There is no need of big mathematics and all. It's not required. So you need to do some calculation. There are people, those who are doing business without any particular qualification. So those lost in every field, and they started business and became successful. But those people, those who have completed MBA or even after higher qualification, after that they are starting company, but they fail. So in business, success or failure of the business is not directly depending on the educational qualification. So how much intelligence you are having, the trick that you are using, that is what the main thing. Okay, so if you have an idea of dealing with the people, or if you have an idea of selling products, you can start a business. There is no need of any educational qualifications required. If you have educational qualification, there is benefit. But if you don't have also, you can start the business. There is no particular qualification required. Any rule is not there that if you have only this particular qualification, you can start the business. But for profession, qualification, expertise and training in specific field as prescribed by the professional body is a must. So if you want to become a doctor, so you need to have a particular amount of qualification. So qualification required by the association. So like if if we want to become a lawyer, Bar Council of India is the one who is dealing with the lawyers. So if you want to be a lawyer, you should complete your LLB. One certificate is there, so which course has to be completed. After that, you have to work under a experienced lawyer, and this lawyer has to certify that you are capable for doing this activity by yourself. So the certificate of this expert also is required. So this much qualification. And another thing is that the agreement or contract made by the membership of a particular association. So if you want to become a lawyer, you have to become Bar Council of India, member of Bar Council of India. If you want to become a doctor, you have to become member of a Medical Council of India. So like that, for every professional association, every profession there are professional associations are there, and membership in this professional association is a must. And for employment, qualification and training as prescribed by the employer. So this is deciding. See, like imagine that if you want to work as in a school, and if it is a government school, then if up to in a lower section, if you want to study, you can with at least some degree or a +2 is there, or like B.Ed or any other teaching training, teachers training and all is there. Those has to be completed. And if you are in a middle class, then based on that, this qualification should be there. Up to that higher class, then a minimum degree or a master degree may be required. And if you want to work in a +2, then a master degree is a must. You should have a postgraduate degree, as well as you should have the B.Ed or any qualification based on that. Okay, so these are the qualifications necessary for you. So according to the job that you are doing, so if you want to, so it depends on the job that you are performing. So the employer, what the employer is demanding. So when you apply for a job, you might have seen that whenever there is a job vacancy, the company will be also specifying that if you have this particular qualification, you can apply for the job. For any vacancy, they will decide that there is a particular qualification required. That qualification will be prescribed in the this one itself, the like application that we are providing. So in that we can mention the qualification. Okay, reward or return that we are, what benefit we are getting out of this one. So the benefit is that profit is the reward for the business, but whereas for profession, there is a professional fee. So if a doctor is there, so you are going and consulting with the doctor, and you give a consultation fees. Doctor's fees is there. Okay. Other than the medicine, so like if some doctors they have like for ticket they are charging now. So that ticket for that they are paying a money, and that is the consultation fee of the doctor. So sometimes some places it will be 50 rupees or 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees. So depending on the quality of the doctor or the specification of the doctor, they will charge different money. Okay, and for employment, salary or wages will be provided. So normally salary is provided for a monthly basis, and wages are provided based on a daily basis or a daily or a weekly basis. Okay, so that is called as the payment given. So salary is there, monthly salary will be provided. Normally every employees, every organization is providing monthly salary, and if there is a very low level employees and all are there, then daily wages will be provided. Capital investment required. Capital investment required as per size and nature of the business. So if you want to start a business, capital investment, you have to invest money into this one. Okay, simply you cannot start a business. So you need to start spend money on that. So investment is required. And the investment is based on the size and the type of the business that you are going to start. If you are going to start a big company, big amount of money has to be invested. If you want to start a small tea shop or a small grocery shop like that, so some 5 lakh 10 lakh rupees only need to be invested. If you are starting some car manufacturing company or such kind of a huge companies, then 100 crore rupees, 1000 crore rupees, like that huge amount of money has to be invested. So the money that you are going to invest depends on the type and size of the business that you are dealing. And for profession also, limited capital needed for establishment. So some amount of capital is required for starting a professional body, profession also, like if you are going to start a clinic. So for making the clinic, some room required, some medicines required, some kind of a setup is required. Some if you are making as a hospital, so that hospital required another type of bed and other infrastructure facilities. All these things are required. Or treatment, operation theatre, and other type of things are there. So those type of things are required. So that how much is required for that, how much big you want to make, based on that it will be there. But a very huge amount of investment will not be there. Okay, so for starting the hospital, how much amount of money will be there? Or if a lawyer is there, so you should have a consultation room and all. So you can now see, like if in Hari and you will find that there is one table and a chair, 2 chairs if you are having, you can become a lawyer. So there is one will have to sit there. Some lawyers may not have a chair and table also. So all the way they are standing or standing on the bike and all, they are making deals. So that is there. So it depends on the business that we are providing, but some amount of investment is required. But whereas in employment, no capital investment is required, because you need not to make anything. You just have to come and join. The company will make all the arrangements for you. The company will make everything. Okay. So there is no much capital is not necessary to be required. Risk, factor of risk. Profit are uncertain and irregular. Risk is present. For business, profit is uncertain. We don't know how much amount of profit that we are going to get. So there is a risk is there. And in case of fee is generally regular and certain, but some risk is there. So if you are a doctor, you will get a fee. So whatever, maybe if you are not a doctor proper, then also any persons will come, they will come and give you they will ask for some treatment, and you will give some kind of treatment. So some fees you will get anyhow. If you are a doctor, even if you are not a genuine doctor, then also some money you will get. So but sometimes police may catch you and put you in jail, but anyhow you can earn some money at least. But depending on that, if you are a professional, depend on that, some money is there, but there are also some risk factor also there. Okay. And in case of employment, fixed and regular pay, no or little risk. So your salary is fixed. So in case of employment, there is no risk, or we can say that there is a very minute amount of risk, like this coronavirus situation is there. So in such a situation, if the like schools are closed, so the children are not coming, fees are not coming, so the management is deciding that we cannot pay the full salary to the employees, we will pay 50%. And after that also the situation still continues, and even after that the company cannot run, then, or the school cannot give salary to them staff, then they will decide that 25% only can be given. Okay, and after that, if that also cannot be managed, then the school may decide that no salary will be provided. If you want some other job, you can search for it. So they may say this. But most of the time, the companies or the organization, they will try to maintain their employees, and they don't want to miss their employees, so they will provide the salary in a proper manner. So there is very rare chances there that you will not get a salary. So there is a very limited risk is there. So we cannot say that there is no risk at all. Okay. Transfer of interest. Transfer possible with some formalities. So like if you are running a business, and if you are thinking that you are now you became old and you are unable to run the business, so you can transfer this business to somebody else. You can hand over this business to your son or your relative or anybody that you want. Okay, so it depends on the business that you are doing. Okay, so there are some business and all are there that we may not be able to transfer, some legal formalities and all are there. So such kind of business may not be transferred, but other businesses can be transferred. Okay, with some formalities. And in case of profession, like if your father is a doctor and you never studied anything, but you are sitting with your doctor, your father, and you know what medicine he is providing, so you understood about that. But after some time you will say that, I am also doctor. If you say, it cannot be accepted because you have not studied. Your father has studied, but doesn't mean that you can also. If you study and after that if you become a doctor, it can be there. But without studying anything, you are sitting at home and learning from your father what he is doing. But some people, they become doctors like that also. Okay, so but they are not genuine doctors. We cannot trust them, and if any time, if they may be caught up by the police and all. Okay, and in case of this one, employment also. Like if I got a job in this school, it doesn't mean that my son will get a job. If he is capable, he may be getting, but it is not necessary that it will not be provided like that. If your father is having a government job, there is no any guarantee that you will also get a government job. Okay, so if you happen to be there, if you are qualified, if you have educational qualification, and if you try to do it, then you may get it. Otherwise, you may not get it. There is no any guarantee that you may get this job. Code of conduct for doing business. There is no any particular rule or a particular code of conduct is not there. Any rules are not to be followed. Okay, but case of professional, there are some code of conduct to be followed. So when you do a profession, see like for a doctor, there is a Medical Council of India. So there are like medical ethics are there. So there are some type of things that we have to follow. So those rules has to be followed. So whatever may be the cases, you will have to follow that. And if you are found that you are not following these rules, then you will be out of the professional association and you will never be able to do. Like imagine that you are a doctor. So if you are a doctor, you have the power, or you are responsible for saving the life of a person. In case of an emergency situation, if it is at night or whatever maybe the condition is there, if a person is coming and if he is about to die, so it is the duty of the doctor to give service. And even if he is not having money, or if he is belonging to a lower caste, or whatever may be the problem, but also you are supposed to provide. If you are a doctor, you are supposed to provide the service. Okay. And for employment, there is a norms and behavior laid down by the employer are to be followed. So in an organization, employment, there are some formalities of the organization is there that they have to follow. Okay, there are no any particular this one limitation. Like if a school is there, so in the school there are some rules and regulations. That rule we have to follow. Okay, and some examples of these businesses are there. Like for business example is the shop, factory, etc. So like the shops that we are having in our Harrier market or in the areas, those are of examples of business. And the professional examples are there, like legal, medical profession, or a chartered accountancy. Legal means lawyers are there, and medical profession means doctors are there or nurses are there, all these people, and the chartered accountant. So there are like chartered accountants also are there. They are also doing like those people, business study students are there. So you can become also professionals by becoming a chartered accountant, CA. Okay, so chartered accountants are there. They are people getting money for just for one signature. They are getting lakhs of rupees. You know. So for putting one signature, you will get 10 lakh rupees. So, but for that signature, you are eligible, or you have to verify all the accounts of that organization, and after that you are putting the signature. And once if the signature is put, then whatever, if there is any kind of wrong activities in the business, you are responsible for that. So that is why it is chargeable. So you have to be very careful about the job that we are doing. And jobs in banks, insurance, companies, government departments, etc. So all these are the examples of employment. So like jobs in bank or insurance companies or government departments, all these type of jobs are examples of the employment. Okay. So now we have studied about business, profession and employment, and we have understood the differences between these two things in basis of different factors. Okay. Hope you have understood about this one. Okay. Thank you so much.